Hi everybody, my name is Matt and I'm going to be taking you through a high intensity interval workout with body weight only. Feel free to watch the whole video in its entirety and then do the workout, or you can pause and play and do the parts that work best for you. If any of the exercises are too hard, I'll give you exercises to make it easier and vice versa. So before we get started, let's start with our warm-up. Okay, so the first warm-up drill we're going to do is the world's greatest stretch. And how that works is you're going to be in the push-up position. One foot's going to come forward, the other leg stays elevated off the floor, and then the hand that's closest to the front leg, so in this case my left, goes underneath the support arm and then rotates up to the ceiling, trying to stack your shoulders on top of each other. From there, you just switch and you go right to the next one. So you're going to alternate back and forth. Let's try to do a total of 8. If that is too hard, then you can drop the back leg on the floor and carry on with the movement. If that is still too hard, then what you can do is drop both your knees on the floor, take a step forward, do your rotation as best you can, both knees on the floor, and rotate to the other side. Total of 8. Okay, the next one we're going to do is the mobility walkout. So all you're going to do is bend over, touch your shins, or the floor or your toes, whatever you can touch while keeping your knees straight. From there, you're going to walk yourself out to the push-up position and then arch your chest up to the ceiling. This is warming up your shoulders, abs, back, hips, and hamstrings. From there, you walk yourself up, but try to keep your legs as straight as you possibly can to the top. Walk, arch yourself up, and then right back up. If that is too easy, you can add a push-up to the bottom before you arch yourself up. If that's too hard, drop on the knees, hold your body position here, and then bring yourself right back up. We're going to try to do 8 reps. Okay. And then the last one we're going to do is the mobility squat. So all you're going to do is grab your ankles, squat down like a frog, bum is low, chest is tall. Make sure you're relatively balanced, and then one arm at a time. Rotate up to the ceiling, come back down, rotate up to the ceiling. When that's done, hands are forward and you squat back up. Now if that's too hard, you only bend as much as you can and then just rotate from one side to the other. If you're having a hard time with your head, then all you can do is just stay down in this position and just rotate from side to side at whatever depth you can manage. You'll also notice I'm using my forearms to push my knees away from the inner thigh to stretch out the hips. We're gonna try. And you're gonna do the mobility squat for 8 reps. Okay, so for the circuit, there are 4 exercises we're going to do. 1 for the lower body, 1 for the upper body, and 2 for the abdominals and mobility. Each exercise you're going to do as many reps as you can for 30 seconds. Now if you need to take time to rest in between, that's fine, but the clock will still be ticking. The exercises are a lunge complex, a push-up, a jackknife, and a reverse lunge. So I'll go ahead and demonstrate each of them for you. Okay, so for the first exercise, you're doing your lunge complex. You're going to pick one leg, take a giant step forward, make sure your feet are hip-width apart. Bend down, get as low as you can. You can drop the knee on the floor if you want for balance. And then you're going to kick off with the front leg and then step backwards with the same leg. You're going back and forth, 30 seconds on one leg, and then time, 30 seconds on the other. When that's done, take 10 seconds, catch your breath, drop on the floor, hands are underneath the armpits, elbows are tucked in, or you can do this on your knees to make it easier. You're doing push-ups. Go all the way down to the floor, press yourself right up. All the way down to the floor, press yourself right up. 30 seconds, and as many as you can do. When that's done, 10-second break, catch your breath. We flip over and we do what's called the jackknife. So the jackknife works the core, hands are above your head, bring your hands to your shins, and then right back down to the shins, right back down. If that's too easy, then you can keep the legs up, touch, hold for 3 seconds, then come back down,
If that's too hard, or the original version is too hard, you can bend the knees and just go from here. As many reps as you can for 30 seconds. And then finally, reverse crunch. Hands are underneath the tailbone, legs are straight, 30 seconds. Curl the knees into the face, lower back will come off the mat, and then right back down to the floor. Curl in and out. You'll notice that my shoulder blades and my head are off the floor the whole time. If that's too hard, then you just drop the shoulders and head on the ground, curl the knees to the face, right back down. If that's too hard, stay in this position, curl one leg in, followed by the other. As many reps as you can for 30 seconds. Okay, so here's an example of the full circuit, 30 seconds, starting with the reverse lunge. 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Take a giant step forward, come and step back. Back and forth with the same leg for 30 seconds. Make sure that your feet remain hip width apart. Try not to tight rope too much or else you lose your balance. All the way down and then all the way up. Hands can do whatever they want to stay stable. 10 more seconds. Nice tall chest. Big step back and forward. 3, 2, 1, and now we're switching legs. Catch your breath. Same thing. 3, 2, 1, and big step back and forward. 30 seconds. Now you'll find that one side is probably weaker than the other. That's totally fine. If you also need to pause and break in between exercises, that's also fine. You do whatever you can. So make sure the form is controlled and you're good to go. 10 seconds. Working the quads, glutes, and getting your heart rate up. And time. Very good job. Okay, 10-second break, moving into the push-up. Now again, you have the option. You can either be on your toes or it can be on your knees. If you have to break, you can break and hold the push-up position, or you can sit yourself up, shake it out, and then carry on for the remainder of the time. Just make sure the clock is ticking the whole time. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and 30 seconds push-ups. You'll notice that my hips stay in line with my chest the whole time. I'm not snaking or arching too much. And again, be honest, if it's too hard, there's no problem dropping on your knees and doing the exact same thing. 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, and time. Perfect. Catch your breath, you flip over. Moving on to the jackknife. Laying flat on your back, hands above your head. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Fold, touch, right back in. Fold, touch, right back in. Have a very slight bend in the knees, and I'm trying to have my heels and my hands touch the floor at the exact same time. Think of your abdominals, pulling yourself up to your shins, and then right back down. Exhale as you come up, inhale as you come back down. We have 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Last one, hands below tailbone. Legs are straight, shoulder blades off the floor. 3, 1, and begin. Into the chin, back out. Into the chin, back out. 30 seconds. And again, if that's too hard, drop your head flat, do the exact same thing, or one leg at a time, in, out, 5 seconds, 5, 4, 3, 2, and time. Very good. Catch your breath, take a minute to a minute and a half rest. If you want more of a challenge, you can do 2 laps, up to 5 laps of that entire circuit of 5 exercises. Again, thank you very much. Hope you have a good workout.